Hi boys and girls, welcome to my backyard. Today I have a fun story to share with you. It's a story about two types of birds, robins and crows. And boys and girls, I usually share this story in the classroom, but since we can't be in the classroom this year, I gotta make a video for you. And I wanna make sure that you guys know what a robin and a crow look like. So I wanna take you for a walk, and we're gonna go searching for a robin and a crow. And then I'll share my story. All right, are you guys ready to go for a walk? Let's go. Boys and girls, I'm not in my backyard right now. I'm actually out for a walk. And guess what I found? I love ducks. Well, let's see what else we can find down here today. I wanted to show you what a crow looks like. So I came down to the beach just to find one. And there's one out here pecking away in the grass. So they're black. And they're fairly good size. They're bigger than a robin. They like to chase after little birds. I've even seen them in my yard chasing after squirrels. So that's kind of how nature works. The bigger animals chase after the little animals. Oh, there he goes. Boys and girls, do you know what this is? That's a seagull. So far we've seen ducks and crows and seagulls. We still haven't found a robin yet. Let's see what else we can find down here. I'm in desperate search of a robin though. So that's a goose, a Canadian goose. He's noisy. There, he found his partner. They're talking to each other. Wasn't that cool? Alright, well, I'm still in search of a robin, boys and girls. Let's go see if we can find one. Boys and girls, I saw these birds and I thought they were robins. I think these are starlings. Robins are about that size and they have the orange chest. I'm having a hard time finding any today. There he is. A robin at last. They move really quick. So that's what a robin looks like, boys and girls. So boys and girls, right now we're underneath my deck. And this is where my story begins. Because a few years back, I noticed some birds flying in and out from underneath here, and they were robins. And I thought, what the heck is going on? And I came out here to investigate, and I noticed that up here in the corner underneath my deck, I'm going to zoom in, the robins were building a nest right up here in the corner. And I thought, oh my goodness, they're going to have babies up there. And then, as time went by, I noticed crows zipping underneath my deck. I would see those crows swooping through here, and I thought, what are they trying to do? And I'd come out here and I'd look, and I could hear the little babies up in the nest chirping. I thought, oh my goodness, those crows are trying to get the babies. So the crows would swoop through here, and then I'd see the mama and the daddy robin would try to chase the crows away. The crow would swoop through here again. And I thought, doggone it, I'm not going to let that crow get those baby birds. So I read up on how to keep crows away. And I read that crows don't like loud noise, and they don't like shiny things. So every time one would come through here, I would come out here and I'd clap my hands and I'd say, shoo, crow, go away. I'd bang pots and pans. I had shiny things hanging up here on my deck, and I'm sure my neighbors thought I was crazy. But eventually, the crows stopped coming by, and then I didn't see the robins anymore either. So hopefully, the robins all survived. And then that's when I came down and I gathered up the nest, and I thought, oh my gosh, this would be so cool for you guys to see. So that's how I ended up with my 3 robins nests, boys and girls. So boys and girls, I wanted to take just a minute and talk about the nests a little bit and what the baby robins need to survive. So I know that the female robin works on the nest. She starts in the middle and kind of works her way out, putting grass and straw, and she uses her wing to kind of build like a little cup. Now for some reason she did not like this one, and she went on and she worked on this one. She started out the same way, then this one she put a lot more mud and dirt in it and made it a lot stronger. She added some plastic and some other things. But you know what? I read that after they put the mud in, then they put some more grass to make it softer again. And she didn't do that on this one. She just kind of left it. And then she went on to this other one. And this is the one that she actually laid her eggs in. She made a nice cup. And it feels like underneath here, I need to be real gentle with these because they're very fragile. But it feels kind of firm underneath. So that tells me that there's some mud underneath there. But this is the one where she laid their eggs. And when a robin lays eggs, they'll usually lay between 3 to 5 eggs. And they're a light blue. They're not very big. And they're very light. And when they're still in the shell, when they're still in their eggs, Mama will sit on the nest and keep the eggs warm. When the birds hatch, when the babies hatch, then both the mother and the father will take turns feeding the birds. They'll go find fruit or maybe worms, and they'll put it into the babies' mouths. Some of the other things that they eat are insects and snails. Robins like to build their nests pretty much anywhere. They'll build them in a tree, next to a building, under a deck like these did. So any place that they feel safe, because they want to stay away from predators like the crow. When the babies are about 1 week old, the mother robin doesn't return to the nest, doesn't sleep in the nest with the birds at night. She'll sleep over in a tree because the babies are starting to get so big. I mean, that's a pretty small nest. So if you had 3 or 4 babies in there, plus Mama, there wouldn't be much room. So when the babies get a little bit bigger, Mama sleeps in a tree at night, and then they come back and they feed them during the day. And after about 2 weeks, the babies will fly off, and they'll leave the nest. And then once the babies leave, the mother and father don't return to the nest again. So that's how I ended up getting these nests. Now think about the things. What does a baby bird need to survive? It definitely needs food. It needs to be a good flyer, doesn't it? It needs to have a nice warm place to stay. It needs to be able to defend himself from the crows that like to chase after him. So all those birds that we saw today, boys and girls, we saw ducks, we saw the geese, we saw the crows, we saw the seagulls, we saw the starlings. They all build nests like this. And all those birds, they're all living creatures. And they all pretty much need the same thing to survive. They need shelter. They need food. They need water. They need to be able to get away from predators. So even though they're all a little bit different, they're all living things, and they all need the same things to stay alive. Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed learning about that robin's nest and the crow that would chase after it. I never know what I'm going to find in my backyard. You know what? The other day we saw a possum out here. Who knows? Thanks for stopping by. Until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and keep smiling. I miss you guys. Bye.